Hey friends, welcome to Quest for Tech, where every day is a quest to find the newest video games and the coolest technology.
With us being a new channel, we really appreciate your support. So do us a favor and like, subscribe, share, and comment below. And here we go.
Hey friends, welcome to Quest for PS, our weekly PlayStation show where we'll give you the week's top PlayStation news. Let's get started. Well, this week was all about the DualSense controller. Jeff Keighley got a hands-on demo of the DualSense, and he got to check out a demo running on the PS5. So let's get into it. Before the demo started, Jeff told us a few things he noticed about the DualSense. The first thing was the overall weight of the controller. He said that it did feel a little bit heavier than the DualShock, but the added weight felt good. It felt like the controller was well balanced and it had a good grip to it. Some other things that he noticed on the DualSense controller, he said when you're in a game you feel the different haptics or tension points. He felt them as he played the Astro's Playroom demo. He gave some other examples of how you'll be using the adaptive triggers, like in driving games, feeling the difference between driving over pavement or dirt or sand, shooting games where you're shooting multiple different types of guns, feeling the difference between how each gun responds to you pulling the trigger, and of course using a bow and arrow, feeling the tension change based on how far back you pull the bowstring. He also noticed the different haptics from inside the controller, like when you're walking over ice or sand. He also said the speaker sounded very good, like something is going on inside the controller. So we can definitely expect a better speaker in the DualSense than we got in the DualShock 4. So now on to the demo. Jeff played a section of the game Astro's Playroom. Now Sony has said that Astro's Playroom is a full game. It comes pre-installed on every PS5, so you're going to get that for free, no matter what version that you get. And it is made to showcase the DualSense and some of its features. But again, you are getting a full game included with every PS5, so that is cool. So the first thing in the demo, Jeff said he could hear the bot walking around coming from inside the controller speaker. Then he used the touchpad to swipe up and release the bot, showing that Sony is still making use of the touchpad. Now the level he starts off in is called CPU Plaza. So it looks like most of the game worlds look to feature different parts of the inner workings in a PlayStation, as well as the overall history of PlayStation. At first glance, the game looks like Super Mario Odyssey or Ratchet & Clank. You can see in the demo that there are a lot of references to the history of PlayStation. Jeff was able to hear the sound coming from the controller and feel the rumble from the haptics. He says that you can even hear the footsteps in the snow coming from in the controller while you're walking through it. That sounds pretty cool. Now he blows into the controller to make the fan move. That makes the ice move so his character can get to another part of the level. Now pulling back on the triggers just like a bow and arrow, he pulls this cord all the way back, and for a nice touch it unlocks the PS3 with the old school Spider-Man text. And that's the end of the demo. So a very short and sweet demo of what looks to be a pretty cool game that will come free and pre-installed with every PS5, so can't complain about that. Definitely worth checking out just to get a taste of some of the things the new DualSense controller will do. Next, Jeff has a conversation with worldwide head of marketing at PlayStation, Eric Limpel. Eric mentioned some really good information on pre-orders. Now there have been a lot of rumors going around that the PS5 was going to be available for pre-order any day now. And that's led to some people actually lining up at stores and camping out just for the announcement to come, just so they could be the first to get that PlayStation 5 pre-order. Now, I don't blame you for being excited. I'm totally excited to get that PS5. But Jeff said that he didn't know where that came from. It did not come from Sony, and that they would absolutely let us know in advance when the PS5s were going to be available for pre-order. No one needs to be camping out now or on edge, because they will let us know with plenty of time in advance for us to make preparations to get those pre-orders. So that's some really good information from Jeff and PlayStation, just so we know that, hey, we can relax, we'll be able to pre-order it, or at least we'll have a chance to pre-order it, and be told in advance when they're going to do that. Eric also said that this demo that Jeff played of Astro's Playroom was the demo that they showed to developers when pitching them the DualSense controller. They wanted the devs to get a good feel for what the DualSense controller was capable of, so they got to play Astro's Playroom. And developers are pretty excited about the DualSense, so we should see a lot of these cool features in some pretty big games coming in the future. So this past week we also got to look at some of the new box art from the PlayStation games, and looking at the new box art for Spider-Man Miles Morales, to be honest, it looks kind of the same to me. I mean, I know the top has the PlayStation 5 logo, and it's in white instead of being in blue, so that's different. But overall, the box looks pretty similar to the PS4, with the exception of them changing that color. Let's look at a comparison really quick. Yeah, I don't know, they look pretty similar. I mean, I like that they changed the color at the top, so you can definitely see the difference between a PS5 and a PS4 game. But if I'm being honest, I thought that they would go a little bit more, take a little bit more of a risk on the box and the design, just because they took so much of a design risk on the console, which most people like. It would be cool to see a new box, something we haven't seen before. But overall, it doesn't matter. I mean, we do have the digital option of the PS5. People are getting a lot more digital software lately. And for anyone that still buys the boxes, like myself for most games, we basically look at the box for a minute, take the game out, and then we display it or store it. So can't really complain. Nice seeing the new box art though, definitely getting more excited. Since PlayStation put out the box art for Spider-Man Miles Morales first, I think it means that they're definitely on track to release that game at launch this holiday. So the last and maybe the most exciting bit of news we have this week, it was reported this week that Sony will double the production on the next-gen PS5 console in order to meet the expected demand this holiday season. Sony originally aimed to sell approximately 5 million PS5s by March 2021. Now Sony's doubled their expectations based on the current outlook and everything going on today. Sony is also increasing production for the DualSense controllers. 10 million units were planned to accompany the 5 million PS5s. Now that number is expected to be doubled to accommodate the additional consoles being produced. That is all great news. I mean, everyone that wants a PlayStation 5 should be able to get it without having to worry about not getting it. So since they're doubling production and we'll have maybe close to 10 million units in the world, everyone should be able to get a PS5 when they want to. So that's great news. All right, friends, that's all we have for you today. Thanks so much for joining us for our first Quest for PS show. This is going to be a show we do every week. We're very, very passionate about PlayStation and gaming in general. So it's super exciting to be able to share with you the latest and greatest PlayStation news each week. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell notification so you don't miss any of our newest videos. Everybody take care, have a great day, and never stop questing. Peace.